are talking about personality, what is the first thing that is coming in your mind? Palak, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? Palak, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? No. Okay. Body language. Body language is when we are talking about personality. So first thing comes in our mind is the body language. Okay. Then confidence, communication, confidence, language, right behavior, attributes, attitude, body language, grooming, confidence, right thinking, positive thinking, self-confidence, positive thinking, personal hygiene, etiquettes, confidence, listening. Great, exactly said. Like there are n number of things which comes in our mind when we talk about personality. But personality is something which we wear to present ourselves in front of others, right? Personality is something which we carry with us to present ourselves in front of others. Inner and external behavior like manners, thinking, looks, yes, correct. So first thing, when we are like whenever we judge a person, first thing we do is we judge a person by its grooming. The way the person is walking, the way the person has dressed up, the way the person is having the hairstyles or the makeup or accessories, we judge by that outer self. And later on, when we interact with that person, that time we get to know the real personality. What is that person about? How is that person about, right? But initially, we start by maybe create a personality by seeing that person. We don't wait ki let's interact with that person and then we will create a personality. We don't do that. Simply by seeing that person, we will just create an image. That's it. This is how the person is. Personality doesn't only refers to the outer self. No, not only to the outer self, but also with your habits, your attitudes, your physical behavior. Right? Your habits, your attitudes also matters a lot. If you are having good habits, then persons will directly attract towards you. If you are having a good attitude, obviously everyone will be loving to talk to you. But if your attitude is rude, if your attitude is not correct, if you are having some of the other bad habits, the people won't like you. They will be like, they will just keep on ignoring you, or they will be like, no, I don't want to talk to this person. I want to just ignore this person. Keep me away from this person. Right? So ultimately, to have an attractive personality, we need to develop some communication skills where we are communicating naturally, develop some sense of humor where in between, wherever necessary or wherever required. So we can crack some jokes, or we can easily make some jokes, instant jokes related to the topic, not out of the topic. Ki nahi, ma'am has told ki we have to crack a joke to have a good personality. So you will keep on cracking silly jokes. No, that is not what is called as sense of humor. Sense of humor is related to the topic which is going on that, based on that topic you're cracking the jokes or some silly things. Then building confidence, you need to build the confidence to have a good personality and attractive personality. Like if you have a good confidence, when you walk also that confidence reflects. When you walk also the confidence reflects. So that is how a good confidence you need to have. Got it? Then personality development is essential. Then personality development. If you are feeling ki no, somewhere my personality is lacking, or somewhere I need to change my personality, or something needs to be developed, or something needs to be removed. That is how our personality is. Not no one is perfect in this world. No one is perfect in this world. There might be times I need to change some of the things or way of talking. So at that time, what comes in our mind is personality development. I need to develop my personality. That is, I need to improve my personality. So improving personality is not only related to developing your grooming or your outer self, but it is also related to the developing or improving your inner self, bringing positivity in your life. Like there is a famous saying we always see, the saying where the glass is half empty, but instead we can say the glass is half full, taking it in a positive way, changing the way of thinking. So that is also a part of personality development. Then personality development is nothing but a tool that helps you realize your capabilities. Yes, if you are having a good personality and when you are working on personality development, it lets you know what are your capabilities, what is your strength, what is making you more stronger, happier, and a cheerful person. So that you realize at some point, like, by this I am feeling more happy. I can do this all things. So that is how you are developing your personality. Then see here it is telling the personality is not related to some total of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual values, attitude, interest, and motivations in is personality. It is related to your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual values, your attitudes, your interest, and motivations. This whole is a summary of personality. Yes, there your thoughts come, whatever you're thinking, it needs to be positive. You need to you need to have correct emotions. Like somewhere something serious is going on and you are cracking jokes on that. That is not having the correct emotions. You need to have the correct emotions. You need to have the proper energy. Like I can understand this is the afternoon session, but you all are very energetic. I can say that thing, you all are very energetic. So if this is the afternoon session, you will be lazy, like people will feel lazy, abhi to khana khaya na, then why to attend the session, I am feeling to yawn or something. No, whatever the time is, you need to be energetic. Then your physical body, yes, you need to have a what I can say, fit. You need to be fit from physical also. Like sometimes it happens we don't eat healthy food. We eat something like we are always liking to eat pizzas, burgers, and we are ignoring a proper diet. So it is affecting our physical body, right? So it is also a part of personality development to have a healthy diet, to do some exercise, to do some yogas. This is also a part of your personality development. Then comes attributes of good personality, that is physical attractiveness. Why physical attractiveness is given first? Because as I said, we judge people first by their clothes. Simple thing. I will tell it simply. We judge people first by their clothes and later on by everything. Later on, when we interact, then we change our mindset. I judge this person wrong, right? So physical attractiveness is compulsory. Like not physical attractiveness, it doesn't mean that you are wearing expensive clothes and you are like wearing some branded clothes. No, it doesn't mean that. You should look active. You should walk firm. You should be firm. You should not be slouching and sleeping and like walking like a lazy person. No, you should not do that. Because you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? Because you have raised your hand. If you have any doubt, please put it in the chat. Then pleasing manner. Okay, great. Pleasing manner, you should always have a pleasing. Okay, no issues, no issues. Then having a pleasing manner, that whenever you are talking, you need to be polite. You need to always sound like you're having a pleasing manner. Like now I'm taking the sessions and I am talking in a rude tone, where I am not responding to your chats or I'm not responding to your questions, or simply my part. Now I am a substitute. Currently I am a substitute, so I am acting as a substitute. Okay, whatever it is, I have given a part of teaching, so I will teach and go away from here. I am not bothering about what rules and regulations they are following in the session or what are the ways they are teaching, learning. I'm not bothered about it. So is it a pleasing manner? If I would have started that way, I had started the session. Yes, one thing I did wrong, that is I have not introduced myself. I'm sorry for that. I remembered it later on. So I will introduce myself after completing this part. So one thing is pleasing, if I would have started the session directly, like good afternoon, and okay, tell me the topics which are covered, and let's start. Today we are going to learn this, so and so. So would it sound good? Would all you have given the same attention which you are giving now, or the same response would I have received? Yes, everyone. What do you think? Like now you are saying yes, ma'am, but if I would have been at your place, somebody is coming and directly starting teaching without addressing everyone, without giving any informations or without asking any questions or anything, I too wouldn't have encouraged that person. Yes, exactly. I wouldn't have taken any interest in that. I would have, okay, this person is there for only a day or so. So I will just let her go, and whatever it is, whatever she is saying, I wouldn't have cared. That should not happen. You should always have a pleasing manner where you are first trying to have a conversation, where you are making the students comfortable, people comfortable around you, and then you can go ahead with your topics or your points or whatever the meeting is. Even if you will see many of the meetings, they don't directly start. The CEO or the one who is conducting the meeting, that person won't come into the conference and will start the meeting. They will first try to have a ice breaking sessions where they will interact with each other. They will ask certain doubts, questions, queries, had breakfast or not, had tea or not, lunch, and so on. They will continue. That is the correct way to do that. We have learned, that is why we have learned guide principle power words. I can use power words for convincing you, talking to you. Then personal and professional, you need to understand what is personal and what is professional. You need to keep your professional things at a professional level and personal things at a personal level. You don't have to combine those two things. Put your professional stress at your office only. Don't bring it home. Don't bring that stress, that negativity at your home and disturb your personal life also. Yes, so you need to be personal as well as professional. In professional life, like mostly we don't get close to anyone so much. Like we treat each and everyone as colleagues. They are called as colleagues, not even friends. So in that scenario, there might be a person who is very good to you, whom you're enjoying a lot, whom you feel secure with. In that scenario, you go ahead and become friends. But initially, everyone are colleagues. So we don't go ahead and share each and every personal things the way we share with our family or our best friends or friends. So we need to understand what is professional and what is personal. Then comes reliability. Reliability means someone is being reliable on me, someone is being dependent on me. If I am having a good personality, if I am good at everything, if I am having I am respecting everyone, whatever the task is given to me, I am doing it on time and everything. I'm like, I have not disheartened anyone, or I have not hurt anyone. So in that scenario, people can be dependent on me. They can feel secure. Okay, whatever the work I am giving to so and so person will do that work. They will be reliable on me. Yes, so that is what is reliability. So these are some of the attributes of good personality. Okay, and before moving ahead, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sampada Sawant, and 4702 students might be knowing me as I am having interaction with them. I am a master trainer as well. I am taking online sessions also. And today, as your master trainer got some emergency, so I am her substitute. Okay, so that is a small introduction about me. Like by reading my name, you would have understood what is my name. Okay, great. Sherry. Okay, I am a Maharashtrian. I don't understand Sherry and all. Nice to meet you all. Yes, I know Sherry means oh, okay, I know that. I know that word. But still, I'm telling, I'm Maharashtrian. I'm not Tamilian or South Indian. No. Okay. So we will move ahead with the session. That was just a small introduction. So comes good personality. So good personality is nothing but reply depending on your body and your mind. Whatever the body language is, it will automatically reflect on your mind as well. Or whatever is going in your mind, it will be seen in your body language also. Sometimes it happens whenever we are upset. We try to keep ourselves calm. Like, I don't want to show my upsetness or I don't want to show my sadness to anyone. I will keep it in my heart. But somewhere through our body language or through our actions, it gets reflected to everyone. Everyone gets to know, okay, this something is wrong with this person. So that is how our body language, our thoughts, our mind reflects our body language. It reflects on our personality. So always for that you need to have a positive, what I can say, that positive mindset. If you are feeling somewhere you are not stable or somewhere you need some break, so do a meditation, quick 5 minutes meditation, 10 minutes meditation. Do it and simply you will calm yourself. Everything will be go out of your head. Genuinely, I am telling you, that is my personal experience. I was that sort of a person where I used to get angry on small things. I used to get irritated, frustrated. And when I started doing these meditations and everything, I started keeping myself calm. There are so many apps on Google Store, App Store, where you will get so many meditation apps where you can meditate yourself for 5 minutes, 10 minutes according to your requirement. And genuinely, I am telling you, it makes you calm. It clears your mind, it clears your thoughts. I do this daily, feeling so good and peace. Yes, exactly correct. There is so peace of mind. You really get a peace of mind when you do a meditation. So ultimately, I am going to have a good body language, right? It is if something good is going in my head, so it will always reflect from my facial expressions. When you are sad, it reflects on your face. Okay, this person is sad or something is wrong with that person. Then comes healthy mind. For having a healthy mind, first thing, for having a healthy mind, you need to have a good nutrition. Yes, it is very useful. Exactly correct. It is really very useful. So to have a healthy mind, first thing you need to see, everything is interrelated. If you have a healthy body, you will have a healthy mind. If you are not falling sick, ultimately you will be happier inside. If you are falling sick or if you are having any cold, cough, so we get irritated and ultimately it reflects on our mind. So both the things are interrelated. Okay, so you need to have nutrition, health care. There need to be a healthy environment around me. Like, if I am surrounded by so many negative people, if I am surrounded by so many negative people, ultimately that negativity is going to reflect on me. Yeah, I believe in these things. If I am around negative people, the negativity is going to reflect on my mind. Like, here a simple example I will give you. Since childhood, we have heard कि when black cat crosses our road, so our day is going to get bad. So this is something which we have learned through environment, through the surroundings, to the people who are around us, who are there in our surrounding. So it is fit in our mind कि when black cat crosses the road, our day is going to get bad. Yeah, we know it is superstition. We know it is superstition, but somewhere in between, somewhere we believe that, because that might happen when you like, take example, you're going to go to sign something important contract, and in that only, at that situation, the cat crosses your road. Already you are nervous कि नहीं यार होगा कि नहीं होगा, I don't know how it will go, and like I want a positive response and so on. So already a lot of stuff is going in your mind, and at that situation the cat crosses the road, and then you will believe now something is going to get bad. So it like, that is fed in our mind. Like, I will tell you, I have a cat at my home. So that cat crosses my road n number of times. So should I keep on thinking कि अरे मेरा दिन खराब जाने वाला है, अरे मेरा खराब हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया? No. That is also a life. If calling someone a bad, like बोलते हैं ना किसी को बुरा बोलते हो तो like they are also having their emotions. So it reflects in our mind also. Getting my point? Though they cannot talk or cannot speak, but they understand what we are saying. When if you all have a pet, you might have experienced this. Ki they understand each and everything whichever we tell them. Then you need to have good physical body. If you are having good nutrition, you are going to have a good physical body. If you are taking the proper health care, you will be having good feelings and emotions. And if you are having a good environment, ultimately you will be having the good mindset. So this is how it is related to your healthy mind. Then comes your healthy body, that is nutrition, personal hygiene, exercise, and discipline. So nutrition is nothing but having a food full of nutrients from which you are getting a good energy, good. When cat crosses my road, then I go and cross her road and say same pinch. Oh, that is really very nice. That is a good thing. You can do these things. That might also happen that you might cross a cat's road and her days go bad. She's not getting food to eat or something. It can also be like that. Good thinking. I liked it. That is very nice. Then coming back to the topic, that is nutrition. You need to have good nutrition. That is good healthy food. Need to have leafy vegetables. Need to have food. So this is if you are having a good nutrition, you will ultimately have a good health. Then coming to your personal hygiene, you need to follow all the personal hygiene related to your cutting your nails, cutting your hair, bathing regularly, washing your hands, brushing your teeth, then using deodorant while wearing washed clothes, wearing washed socks. This is all related to your personal hygiene. Then comes exercise. At least do a 10 to 15 minutes spot run. At least do a 10 to 15 minutes spot run. That is enough for daily life. You need to have at least a bit of exercise so that your body is energetic. So you need to do some sort of exercises. Simple thing I would suggest that do at least 10 to 15 minutes of spot run. That is enough. That is enough for the whole day. Then comes discipline. You need to follow some sort of disciplines where you are respecting where you are respecting everyone, whether the person is younger or elder. You are following the rules and regulations. Then comes related to following a proper time schedule. If something has been told to you, completing that on time. So this is all related to your disciplines. So healthy body is nothing but a combination of your nutrition, personal hygiene, your exercise, and discipline. Okay, then comes types of personalities. Okay, then comes types of personalities. So we have here 9 types of personalities. Okay, we have here 9 types of personalities. So in that, the first personality is perfectionist. The first personality is perfectionist. So tell me, what does perfectionist mean to you? Want perfection in everything. Okay. Weighing responsibility, proper way to do the work, having complete knowledge about something, act perfect, right decision, right time, perfect knowledge, positiveness, everything looks perfect. Perfect is every work with great knowledge, doing work on time, knowledge, perfect mindset, have punctuality, Yes, and no one is perfect. Okay, yes, yes, nobody is perfect and I am nobody. Yeah, there is a saying, no, nobody is perfect, but I am nobody. Okay, so as said by you all is exactly correct. Perfectionists are the persons who want everything very perfect. They would be like, they would check each and everything n number of times whether it has been done correctly or not. They will follow all the rules and regulations. They are the one who will that they will adopt that things like I want it to be done as it is. I cannot change it or I don't want it to go wrong. That person doesn't likes to go anything wrong. They are the realistic types of persons and they will be principled. That is, they will be disciplined. They will be principled and they will be disciplined. Yes, correct. Now, can you give me an example related to this? Who can be a perfectionist or example which you have seen or gone across? Chef, only mom. And yes, teacher, principal, mom, professional workers, influencer, teacher. A specific name. Can you give me a specific name whom everyone would be knowing? A specific name. Okay, this is given in our book. Mr. Narayan Murthy is given in our book. But other than that, a specific name. Yeah, time is always perfect. Swami Vivekanand, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Chanakya, Kiran Bedi, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, I will give you one easy example. Okay, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Okay, here I will give you one easy example. See, not everyone would be knowing about depth about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj or Chanakya or Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam or Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Not everyone would be knowing about these personalities. Yes, they are good, then they are perfectionists, they have done a lot of good things, but not everyone would be knowing about them. So, one example, even not about Narayan Murthy. Many of you won't be knowing who is Narayan Murthy or about him. So, here I can give you an example of Amir Khan. Here I can give you an example of Amir Khan. He is the one who is counted in the list of perfectionists. Why? Can anyone tell me why? Don't know, because of work. Yes, he is Mr. Perfectionist of Bollywood. His contribution towards his acting. He lives for others. Because of his social work. If you will see his movies, uh, each and every movie is having a different character. First thing, each and every movie he is having a different character, right? Each and every movie is having a different character. One simple example I can give you where you can relate easily. I guess all of you might have seen the movie Gajni, right? Everyone might have seen the movie Gajni. Yes, have you all seen that movie? Okay, great. So in that movie, he is playing the role of two personalities. In that movie, he is playing a role of two personalities. One is a very well-known businessman, yes, and second is the one who is not able to remember, who is having a short-term memory loss, or who is very aggressive, and who is very like the one who wants to take the revenge. That sort of personality. One is the businessman down to earth and really very calm and that sort of person, and another personality is the aggressive one. So in that movie itself, both the personalities are clearly visible to us. We can see, yes, there is a change in his personality, there is a change in him. Similarly, in Three Idiots, he had to act as a student. So he is acting as a student. He is looking like a student. So this is how in Dangal movie, for especially for Dangal movie, he had to play a role of a father where he gained a weight. For that movie, especially he gained a weight. Yes. So if you will see his movies, like yes, he is a versatile actor. Exactly correct. He is a versatile actor. In PK movie, if you will see, his eyes are wide open continuously and he is like trying to act like he has come from some different planet. The way he walks, the way he runs, everything is different. Yes, ears, yes, select different roles and gives a perfect action. Exactly correct. So that is what is perfectionist. Then comes he gives his 100% to his works. Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Then comes helpers. So who are helpers, or what does helpers mean to you? What does helpers mean to you? Savita, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? Komal, you have put a question mark for what? Who helps in something? Who helps everyone who is in trouble? Akshay Kumar. Oh, Komal, you have put a question mark. Do you have? So what did I say? I asked a question. What does helpers mean to you? He helps the others who need. Correct. To the needy. Who helps the people? Helps to the needy people. Sonu Sood. Yeah, a perfect example for helpers. I can say that. Nana Patekar also helping to needy people, social workers. Salman Khan. Oh, I don't agree with Salman Khan. Sonu Sood, I agree completely. I agree. Sindhutai Sakpal. Yes, correct. Who shows their concern and sensitive towards others. Exactly correct. They are very concerned. They are very sensitive towards others' feeling. Babam, yes, they are the that sort of people who cannot see anyone in trouble. They will go and they will help that persons. They are that sort of persons. So that is what is helpers. They will keep on helping whenever they will see somebody is in need. Yes, I am there to help you. There are n number of people, yes, but current situation, if you will see, no, the famous personalities there. One thing, Sonu Sood is there in the list. Sonu Sood is there in this list. Like he is helping n number of people. He is really. Once, like recently I read a news. Once he saw someone, saw two ladies, they were doing the farming, and he went ahead and gifted them a tractor. So that is the helpers. Then yes, Akshay Kumar, he is always the one who is ready to help India, whatever the situation is, whatever the in wherever the donation is needed, Akshay Kumar will be the one to donate first. Then comes Ratan Tata. Yes, Tata company. Then comes Ratan Tata. He is the one who is really down to earth, who is genuinely down to earth. Like in this situation, he has helped tremendously to us. He has given the donation. He has opened his hotels for the workers, for the doctors to work, to each and every workers who have been working during the lockdown, also to provide them the facilities. So these people, like recently we can see that we have seen these people personally as a person, so we can take their examples, right? So these are the helpers. Rajnikant. Yeah, there are many people. Akshay Kumar helps army, donates them, donate for COVID. Yes, Akshay Kumar is the one who is always there for donation. When and wherever donation has been, the government or the India needs donation, Akshay Kumar will be first to give that. Then, as we all know, Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa also comes under the helpers type of a personality. She has helped n number of poor, n number of people. So they are some of the helpers we have seen. Okay, now comes romantics. What is romantics? What is romantics? Yes, everyone, what is romantics? Yeah, expected answer SRK, but no. Akshay Kumar also donates for karate tournaments. He's the one who has learned taekwondo. Not karate, taekwondo. Taekwondo is different and karate is different. Love movements, showing love towards everyone, expressing love, caring other, who is sensitive towards feeling and open hearted. Okay, this is what is written in the book. Pratish, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? Pratish, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubt? Yes, so romantics are those types of personalities who are very sensitive, who would be caring about others' feeling, who are very open-hearted. Those types of personalities are romantics person. Create an app that called Bharat Ke Veer with Indian government to help martyrs, Jawan, wife and family. SSR? Who is SSR? It is serious. They have strong feelings, emotions. Sushant Singh Rajput. Okay. Yes. Then come to so who you can include in the romantic type of personalities? Yes, whom you can include in the romantic types of personalities? I won't say Shah Rukh Khan, no. Ajay Devgan, no. Kangana Ranawat, no. Imran Hashmi, not at all. Yeah, Imran Hashmi, to not at all. No. Anil Kapoor. Ranbir Kapoor, no. Akshay Kumar, no. Swapnil Joshi, no. Sushant Singh Rajput, no. Ranveer Singh. Jethalal. From where did Jethalal come here? No, Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan, no. Rishi Kapoor, no. Who can be a romantic type of personality? Everyone. Yeah, somewhere we have emotions, somewhere we have feelings. Okay, so here I will give you one example. The poets. No, Priyanka Chopra also no. The poets can be included in the romantic type of personality. The poets who just like see everything in the different point of view. They have emotions, they have feelings for each and everything. The artist, the I can say the singers, the one who writes the songs, the one who writes the poems, they are truly the romantic type of personality. If you will see the emotions, the feelings, it is completely reflected into their poems. It is completely reflected into that poems or in their songs. That is how much they are the romantic type of personalities. So here a poet, like if you will see, we common public will see a rain as something very irritating. Personally, me, if I am traveling somewhere or I have some work, and at that time if it is raining, so I get irritated. So why it is raining and everything, I get just frustrated. And the poets will see the rain as the beauty of nature. Because of the rain, the beauty of the nature has been what I can say, the beauty of nature is joyful. The nature is enjoying at its best. It is getting ample of water, the rivers are getting full, the trees are getting water, there is a lot of greenery, the smell of the mud. So this is how they experience it. So that is truly a romantics. That is what a romantics mean in a real sense. Having feelings toward everything, having the emotions. They are very sensitive towards everything. Got it? Now you understood what is romantics. Please don't bring Imran Hashmi or that Shah Rukh Khan and everyone into this romantics. Yes, Shah Rukh Khan makes the movies, but there he is only showing the romance towards what I can say that uh, towards the partner which he or she is having. He is having. So, showing love or showing romanticism towards the partner is not what romantics actually mean. Okay. Then comes achievers. Now tell me what is achievers. What does achievers mean to you? Pratish, Soham, you have raised your hand. Do you have any doubts? Goals, who got something big, successful person, APJ Abdul Kalam, Army, MS Dhoni, fulfilling their dreams, struggler, soldiers, strugglers. Sachin Tendulkar, who achieved their dreams, responsible. You all are giving very good answers, huh? Armies, soldiers, Virat Kohli, goal-oriented persons, Narendra Modi, who got Bharat Ratna Award. Yes, simple. Achievers are the one who got the Bharat Ratna Award. Yes, done. That's it. The topic closed. Doctors, Lata Mangeshkar. Yes, so basically we can say that achievers are the persons who are goal oriented, who are having certain goals and they will work for that goals and they will achieve it. I can say that none of us is achievers. We have never set the goals and we are not thinking even about achieving. We don't have goals and what are we going to achieve? Who got their path or goals through struggles and efforts, exactly correct. They have done all the struggles, they have put all their efforts, they have worked for it for day and night and they have achieved that things. So those sort of personalities are achievers, correct. So here all of you have given the example of MS Dhoni, Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli. So yes, they are the achievers type of personalities. Especially Sachin Tendulkar, I can tell you, you can include Kapil Dev also in this. They set certain goals for themselves. No, I want to achieve it. I want to do it. Because of that achievement, now Sachin Tendulkar is called as the god of cricket, right? Because of the efforts, because of the struggles, because taking India to some different level, bringing them on like having a own position. Yeah, after like having that all, what I can say, that victories, having all those victories, having those centuries and everything. Because of that, the Sachin Tendulkar can be included in this achievers type of personalities. They are very much goal oriented and they are very much like, I want to do it. They are supportive to their team. They will go ahead and help their team. They will be like, whatever it takes, I want to achieve it, achieve my goals, my aims, my dreams. They are those sort of persons. Now coming to asserters, what does asserters mean to you? What does asserters mean to you? Okay, Yogardhan is saying no idea. Okay, Bhavna is also saying don't know. Don't know. Mansi is also saying Dipali and Anshita. So many different names are there in your batch. Huh? Like I am getting confused what to spell now. Like I have heard about Anita and everything. So in between that is Anshita. Like I got confused. Who certainly lives for others. Asserters certainly assaulter. No assaulter. It is asserter. ASSERTERS, asserters. Bold nature, you can say that. Express positively, self-confident persons. Yes, exactly correct. So asserters are those types of persons who are self-dependent. They are self-confident. They are like, no, I can do it. I am dependent on myself. I can do everything. I don't need help of anyone. I can do it. I can do it by my own. They are such type of personalities are asserters. Here, can you give me an example who can be an asserter? Anybody? Any example who can be an asserter? Who is self-dependent, who is self-made, and they are like, I have trust on myself. I have enough confidence. I can face anyone. Athletes, okay. Athletes cannot be asserters. Amitabh Bachchan, Mukesh Ambani, Modi. I didn't understood why Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, Akshay Kumar, myself, शिवाजी महाराज, because उन्होंने हमारा स्वराज्य अचीव कर दिखाया. But one thing, he can come in achievers. Shivaji Maharaj, he can come in achievers, but he cannot come in asserters. Because he was never a self-dependent person. I can say that he always used to go with his what they are called as Maure, right? Mahatma Gandhi is also not a asserter. He always had his crowd at his back. Okay, here I will give you one example of asserter, Kangana Ranawat. Simple example, Kangana Ranawat. She doesn't care about anyone. She is a self-confident, very bold person and who is dependent on herself. She is a self-made person. Yes, she is alone a one-woman army. It means don't get man. Yes, Bhavna, I didn't understood. I think Hitler also, yes, you can say that Hitler. Yeah, she is very brave woman. You can say that. So here asserter, Kangana Ranawat can be included in the asserter type of a personality. Then coming to questioners. So what does questioners mean to you? Media. Questioners is media. Reporter, police. But what does that mean? First tell me, then give me the examples. Who raise questions against wrong activities? Yes. Exam paper? Yes. Exam paper is full of questions. Investigator you want to write? Lawyers? If we have any query, we should clear it. Who surveys everything? Social activists, CBI, doctors, investigators, CID. Yeah, there is always ACP Pradyumna and Daya and Abhijit to question everything. Teacher, CID. Yes, CBI. Okay, so questioners are basically those types of personalities who can raise the questions, who can raise the relevant questions in any of the situation. Current time final year students, because they have no idea about their exams, yes, they are such type of a persons who can raise questions in any of the situation. If there is any situation or if there is any topic going on, they are the one who will raise a relevant question, not a irrelevant question. They will be always full of doubts and they will be ready to ask questions. So those types of personalities are included in, are called as questioners. Yes, every person has a questions. Every person has a questions, but many times it happens whenever we are asked, okay, do you have any questions? So in that scenario, we don't know what question we need to ask. We get confused. But these types of personalities, instantly they will ask you the questions. Instantly. That is how the questioners types of personalities are. Here, can you give me an example who can be a questioner? Who can be a questioner? Rajat Sharma. Everyone. News reporters. Correct, very correct. Students. Small children ask questions in small things. Palaka has left because she is facing some network issues. Okay, tell her to keep on trying and to reconnect. protesters, doctors, lawyers. Okay, so here somebody told like small kids. If you will see, small kids will have questions in each and everything. Each and everything. They will be keeping on asking the questions. Like in our childhood, we have been told कि Saturday को बाल नहीं काटते, then शाम को nails नहीं cut करते, या फिर many things are been told. I don't even remember now what all things have been told. So it is like every time the kid will keep on questioning why, ऐसा क्यों होता है, ये क्यों नहीं करने का, नहीं मुझे बताओ, ये मुझे जानकारी लेना. If on that also if you give some answer कि like नहीं, it was been told to me by my mother, so why your mother told you, ask your mother now. It is like they will keep on asking the questions. So this is how the questioners types of personalities are. Okay, and coming to the adventurers, what does adventurer mean? What does adventurer mean? Enjoyment, who tries something adventurous, discovery, Akshay Kumar who likes to give action shots live, the person who travels and experience adventures lively, I think climbing and all, daredevils, a person who enjoys exciting new experience or dangerous. Yeah, I was expecting this answer from one or the other. Bear Grylls. Energetic persons who are always ready for adventures in life, like Khatron Ke Khiladi, Jackie Chan. Yes, so adventurers are those types of personalities who are very much energetic and they always wants to do something new. They always wants to try something different in their life. They cannot stick to some one thing. They will be like, I want to do something different. I want to try something different. They are those types of personalities are adventurers. Yes, experiencing something exciting, something dangerous. They are the adventurous types of personalities. So, who can be? Can you give me examples? Who can be an adventurer? Bear Grylls. I don't understand why people consider him as an adventurer. I don't like that person. Anybody else? Bachendri Paul. Yes, yes. Handicapped who climbed Mount Everest. Yes, yes. Anyone? More examples. I want more examples. Bikers, astronauts, who hold Guinness World Record, trekkers. Yes, yes, everyone. Quick, quick. So here I will give you one example of adventurous types of personality can be Vijay Mallya. Do you all agree with me? Vijay Mallya. Yes, he is the one like no. Yeah, yes, he is the one who can be included in the adventurous types of personalities. How he would be, I will tell you. Yes, I will tell you. First thing, at the very young age, like in the teenage itself, he started handling his business. Like he was from a well-known family background since his childhood, but when he lost his dad, he started handling the business and he made the business a success. Because of him, because of Vijay Mallya, because of his those attitude or trying something new or coming up with something new, we are having our own airlines. Because of him, we are having our own airlines. Also the beer brand. Because of him, we are having the beer brand as well. So somewhere, if you will keep aside his bank, what I can say that all those things, the whatever he has done, and keep aside all those things, but just think about these things. Because of these things, because of him, we are having like so many other things. We are having our own airlines. We are having a beer brand. Yes. So he is an adventurer type of a personality who is ready to take the risk, who is not caring about what will happen in future. बाद में का बाद में देख लेंगे, मुझे अब भी करना है मतलब करना है. Those are the adventurous types of personalities. Then comes observers. Now tell me, what does observers means? What does observers mean? I hope you all are typing your answers. Scientist, okay. Science students in science lab, judges, observe little things, researchers, astronauts, researchers, doctors who are curious about things. Excuse me, ma'am, you used to give us 15-minute break. Yes, I will give you the 15 minutes break. Once we done with this 9 types of personalities, I will give you the 15 minutes break, okay? Observe little things and scientist. Yes, I myself also need a break, right? I cannot keep on talking for 3 hours continuously. Counselors who suspects everything. After learning something, you got something new. So observers are those types of people who will observe each and everything very much depth. They are very keen, how this changed, what is making this change, what can I do to change these things in the to have bring up the change or to improve something. So those types of personalities are observers who will just keep on observing each and everything. So here, can you give me an example? Any example? Our eyes and our mind. Oh, great example. Curious to know about the things. Yes, you can say that. Curiosity. Examples. Now I am asking about examples. Scientist. Albert Einstein. Yes, yes. Thomson, Rutherford, Bohr, Newton, Thomas Edison, trainers. Oh, trainers. Invention of corona. Yes, medicines. The one who are making the vaccines. So here, I will give you one example. The Economist. You know the Economist? I guess we all are from, yeah, kids also is a good example. Like they are a very good observers. Like what their mother is doing, where she is keeping the things and everything. If a mother is not able to remember, the kid will tell, okay, you kept it there, mama. That way the kids are. So kids can be included in the observers types of personalities. Manmohan Singh. Here I will give you one example of economist. Like those are the persons who will keep on observing each and everything. Who will keep on observing each and everything. Like I can tell you. See, we have an economic growth rate, right? We have an economic growth rate. So in that, why the economic growth rate is falling, or why the economic growth is it is increasing? What can be done to stabilize those economic growth rate? What new things can they can come up with, or what they can experiment? So that type of personalities are observers. So here one economist, Amartya Sen, Year one economics Amartya Sen, he is also a very good observer, and he is included in this types of personalities. Ministers, if you will see, ministers are there they are the face. They are the face. But the observers who are giving them the information are different. They are just the face. Then comes peacemakers. What does peacemakers mean? What does peacemakers mean? Indian Army, yeah, best example. Indian Army are the one who will first try to solve it without any uh, fight or without any violence. Who don't show anger, who setting up the disputes, who solve bilateral problems, people wanting or maintaining peace. Yes, and who tries to bring up peace by their actions, diplomats, being polite to others. Yes, so basically we can say that peacemakers are those types of personalities who wants to solve it without any violence. They are like calm persons who will try to maintain the peace, they will try to maintain the politeness, they will try to maintain the disciplines and everything. Who tries to maintain the peace in two persons or in two countries or whatever it is. Indian Army is a very good example. You can say that they won't first attack anyone. Never. Class monitor. Okay, a good example. Class monitor. Yes. So here, a peacemaker, we can go ahead and give example of Gandhiji. We can go ahead and give the example of Mahatma Gandhi, because he was that one sort of a person who never used to like violence. He's the one who will keep everything like who used to be in a calm state. Like he never used to get angry or anything. He used to try to solve the issues without fighting. So here Gandhiji can be included in the peacemakers type of a personality. Okay, no, monitors are not peacemakers. Okay. So Kanika is having some bad experience with the monitors. So she is